Harland Sanders was born a long, long time ago, in a small town in Indiana. He was a curious and energetic boy, but his early life was tough. When he was just 5 years old, his father passed away, leaving his mother to care for Harland and his siblings. Because his mother had to work, young Harland, at only 7 years old, became responsible for cooking for his younger brother and sister. This was where he first discovered his love for food and learned how to make simple, delicious meals from scratch. Life took another turn when Harland was 12. His mother remarried and soon he left home, setting out to find work and make his own way. This was a challenging time, and young Harland took on many different jobs, from a steamboat pilot to a railroad fireman, always learning new things and working incredibly hard. Even though he was still just a boy, he was incredibly determined, and these early experiences taught him valuable lessons about resilience and perseverance. In his 40s, during the tough times of the Great Depression, Harland started selling food to hungry travelers from a roadside motel in Corbin, Kentucky. He didn't have a restaurant yet, just a dining table in the living quarters and a service station. His specialty was pan-fried chicken, and people loved it. He worked tirelessly to perfect his recipe, experimenting with different herbs and spices. He wanted his chicken to be the crispiest, juiciest, and most flavorful chicken anyone had ever tasted. One day, he discovered a new cooking method using a pressure cooker, which allowed him to cook his chicken much faster, but still keep it incredibly tender and moist. This was a game changer for his growing business. He finally perfected his secret blend of 11 herbs and spices, a recipe he guarded closely. This special blend gave his chicken its unforgettable taste, making it truly unique. Because of his excellent cooking and his warm, friendly personality, the governor of Kentucky gave him an honorary title, Colonel Sanders. From then on, Harland became known as Colonel Sanders, and he always wore his signature white suit. His roadside restaurant in Corbin became incredibly popular. People would travel long distances just to taste his famous chicken. Life was good, and Colonel Sanders was enjoying the success he had worked so hard for. But then, something unexpected happened. A new interstate highway was built, bypassing his beloved town of Corbin. Suddenly, all the travelers who used to stop at his restaurant were gone. His business, which had been so successful, was almost ruined. At 65 years old, an age when most people retire and relax, Colonel Sanders faced a huge challenge. But he was not one to give up. He decided to take his delicious chicken to the entire country. His new dream was to franchise his secret recipe. He packed up his car with his pressure cooker and ingredients, and with his wife Claudia by his side, he started driving from restaurant to restaurant. He would walk in, offer to cook his chicken, and try to convince owners to sell it. This was the hardest part of his journey. Time and time again, he was told no. He faced rejection after rejection, 1,009 times to be exact. Imagine being told no over 1,000 times. But he never gave up hope. Finally, after countless attempts, a restaurant owner named Pete Harmon in Utah said yes. Pete became the very first KFC franchisee. It was a huge moment for Colonel Sanders, proof that his dream was possible. One yes led to another, and slowly but surely, more restaurants agreed to franchise his chicken. Colonel Sanders traveled tirelessly, cooking his chicken, signing contracts, and sharing his vision. He often slept in his car to save money. Soon, his unique chicken, with its secret recipe and the catchy name Kentucky Fried Chicken, began to spread across America. The iconic red and white striped buckets became a familiar sight, a symbol of delicious, home-style meals. Kentucky Fried Chicken grew into a massive success, known worldwide. Colonel Sanders became a beloved symbol of good food and perseverance. His face, with his friendly smile and white suit, was recognized by millions. Eventually, Colonel Sanders sold the company, but he remained its most famous and cherished ambassador. He continued to travel, visiting KFC restaurants around the world, ensuring the quality and taste of his chicken remained perfect. Colonel Sanders' story is a true inspiration. He taught us that it's never too late to pursue a dream, and that even when you face 1,000 rejections, resilience, hard work, and believing in yourself can lead to extraordinary success.